Head down to Dallas. Mavs hosting the Jazz in Game 2. Luka's still out, but Jalen Brunson showed up. 41 points. Kleber had a little fun game, too. 25 points. 8 for 11 from 3. Mavs even the series 1-1. Nick, got to be happy here.
Yeah.
I had the Mavs on getting swept alert, but now it's even.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Wow. Throw that in the bucket with your other terrible basketball takes, Wilds. Your beloved Utah Jazz are about to get blown up, but you actually want that because you want Donovan in the New York City.
Yeah,
maybe that'll happen. But more importantly, let's discuss what we're about to get, because we are 10 days away from basketball nirvana, bro. Point guard against future point guard. Chris Paul versus Luka Doncic in a 7-game war for the future and the present of the Western Conference. That's what we're about to get, my friend. The best point guard, true point guard, Steph Curry, kind of different category of the last 15 years against the next best point guard of the next 15 years. Because the Mavs are going to roll. All they needed was a split. And for Luka to come back, and Luka's going to come back. I don't have intel on this, but I have that fatherly intuition that tells me he'll be back by Game 4 at the latest, maybe by Game 3. And then all of a sudden, it's 2-2 at worst. So, yeah, the Jazz blew it because that's what they do. They blow games they should win. They blow series they should win because they're not a playoff basketball team. And the Mavs are going to win this series, and then we're going to get Mavs Suns. My Mavs against your Suns. My actual son against your figurative Suns, and we'll see who's better. So, yeah, so I feel great. The Mavs should feel great. Everyone should feel great. Let's just give Luka a deep tissue massage on that calf and get it right, because that's the only thing preventing us from getting CP3 versus Luka for the future of the Western Conference.
All right, look, I'm with you. I think Dallas wins this series. I thought they'd win it going in, but it's not over. All right, I'm not putting the Jazz to bed. Again, I think Dallas will win. I'm picking them, but it's 1-1. And Utah is a bad road team. They were the 4th worst road team in the playoffs. Okay, so the fact that they're going home 1-1, they're not feeling terrible about themselves. I think they're a team that's, disjointed and not really fully there mentally. So I think Dallas will prevail. The Jazz blew an opportunity to go up 2-0 without Luka, but you got some work to do still. Now, you took it there, so I'm going to take it there too. The next round, Dallas is going to get whipped, all right, or certainly beaten. All right, Luka will get his playoff series victory, and that's cute. That's nice. It's necessary. But to think they're going to beat Phoenix is 3-0 against them this year. The reason they beat Dallas or Utah last night was because the Jazz couldn't stay in front of anybody off the dribble. Guess what Phoenix can do? Stay in front of people off the dribble. Phoenix has great defense. So there won't be this parade into the paint and either finishing or kicking out for a 3 against Phoenix that there's been against Utah. And just, Wilds, before I go to you, I just want to say this, Nick. Basketball nirvana will be a round after that, Nick, when we get Golden State and Phoenix. That will be ecstasy. Luka ain't going nowhere.
Well, literally. Like, can we hit the brakes here a little bit? What did we want Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz to do? You want to steal a game. Steal a game on the road and come home.
No.
That's it. That's what they did. Did they take their foot off the gas a little bit? Let Jalen Brunson go crazy? Yeah, but they're going back to Utah with the game in the bag. Why are we all of a sudden, you just think that Luka, we haven't yet to see Luka. You think Luka's going to come back 100% and be normal Luka? I don't. Not when we're like, game 3 may be up in the air. You guys I'm telling you. I know the Jazz are dysfunctional, but geez, haven't even seen the guy in the court.
Wilds, wait a second.
Wearing a T-shirt.
Wait, okay, well, listen, the concern about the injury is legit. I understand that. And maybe I'm being overly optimistic. I also would argue that Luka's game is the type that if anyone can still operate at a high level, it's a guy who's never going more than 4 miles per hour on the court. Like, Luka's not exactly a fast twitch guy and a guy that relies on explosiveness to beat you. But you're right. Obviously, if Luka doesn't come back then I don't feel this way. All along I've said I've got the Mavs in the finals if Luka's back by game 3. I now think he could be back if he's back by game 4, I think they're fine because they got this split. I think Wildes is looking at it backwards, Brew. I feel like it's the Mavs who got the split. I care so much less about where the games were and so much more about who was playing in them. The Mavs without Luka are one of the worst teams we've seen in this position in the postseason in years. Like, if your best player is Jalen Brunson, you are not only are you not a playoff team, you are a bottom 4 team in the league. Like, if it's Jalen Brunson, Maxi Kleber, and Spencer Dinwiddie, who didn't even play well yesterday in Dinwiddie, so the Jazz, I felt, had to win all the non-Luka games, and it's devastating that it's now a best of 5, potentially with Luka coming back, for the Jazz to have any chance in this series.
Well, look, Dallas exposed their weakness. And that, like I said, they beat them off the dribble, and then they caught fire from 3. They hit 22 threes. Now, they're not going to do that. They may not do that again in this series. They're a pretty good, decent three-point shooting team. So that was the key, Nick. And even once Luka gets there, they're going to have to continue to sink threes at some high level. So, I think Dallas will win this, but Wildes has a point. We do need to pump the brakes because Utah, if they have any pride, and they may not, because he said they're dysfunctional, but if they have any pride, they're going to go up there and make this at least a 6 or 7 game series and give themselves a chance. So I can see that happening.
Hope so. Come on, Donovan. We gotta do something here. Oh, upset alert brewing. Tonight already a must-win for Ja and the Grizzlies.
Yeah,
Spoiler alert, it is. Coming up next.